Other interesting political news, you have Donald Trump nominating Matt Gaetz to be the top law enforcement, and CNN, they cry because, well, they have the mentality of a child because they're mostly leftist. Now, this comes to us thanks to Libs of TikTok on the good old X Twitter, in which she says, quote, LMFAO CNN says reporters are seen crying and comforting each other when Matt Gaetz' nomination was announced. I've never laughed harder in my life. Laughy emoji, other laughy emoji, skull and crossbones emoji. I didn't even know that was one. Interesting. And went pretty well, got 1.4 million views and 43,000 likes. And yeah, of course, CNN would have a meltdown because, well, it's got to be pretty scary working over there. There's about 18 employees left after they've had to get rid of a lot of the ineptitudes over there.
Doesn't mean you can't be attorney general, but he's not going to receive a very warm welcome from the career folks there. We've seen people today, our fellow reporters, crying, hugging in the hallways. I've gotten sources from text messages from sources, the Trump administration, the Biden administration. No one is endorsing this.
What's your analysis, Ellie?
This was it, crying in the hall, hugging each other?
Hugging in the hallways. I've gotten sources.
These are legally adults or who are allowed to vote. Which, again, leftists are ridiculous. Crying because someone's appointed to a job. Yeah. But that's what leftists do. Well, it'll be interesting to see when Trump is sworn in, do they break down even more. Now, one of the first top comments comes from Libs of TikTok herself, saying, quote, we need photos and videos of these reporters crying, please. Got 2.1 thousand likes. Paul Zupa says, quote, they're crying because they can't face reality. So when reality faces them, they lose their minds. It's all too predictable. Getting 70 likes. We also have Cool Christian Engineer saying they'll be crying rivers. Getting 4, so we get 5 likes. Scrolling down more and more. David Sullivan's. He has the pronouns prosecute Fauci. Says, quote, be offended. In his video, Matt Gaetz getting 122 likes. Let's see. Keith Ainsworth says, quote, thousands of lives have been destroyed by Merrick Garland. Matt will be prosecuting actual criminals, not some 70-year-old woman that was taking a selfie at Capitol steps. Getting 73 likes, which, yeah, never forget when the police opened the doors and let people walk through the Capitol on January 6th. They arrested a lot of those folks, including old ladies. Yep. Scrolling down more and more. You have a bow-tied queen bee homeschooler homie. A very long name, but nevertheless a unique one. Saying, what? And say, what is it? What is it, the age-old film with Jack Nicholson where he busts through a door? The Shining? Although, interestingly enough, I've read summaries about The Shining on Wikipedia. It has nothing to do with shoe shining. I don't think there's any shoe polish at all. So, kind of false advertising from my perspective. But nevertheless, instead of, you have Matt Gaetz, pushing his head through the door after the axe, and the terrified woman on the other side is the gal who broke down in 2016 when she just, cried, and just the gal with the beanie, the hair, short hair, the glasses, leftist, well, kind of redundant with all those things, but yeah, she famously cried and became a meme after the 2016 win. They got 78 likes. I'll maximize that for the screen so you see a little bit better there. Scrolling down more and more, you have, interesting, their name is simply an emoji, the American flag. Interesting. They say, quote, maybe they should have watched the Lake and Riley murder trial. This was worth crying for. Speaking of, why isn't CNN airing this? Getting 104 likes. Donald Trump press release commentary account says, quote, CNN couldn't handle the truth when Gaetz was nominated. Guess their tears were the only thing real about that story. Getting 61 likes. Nick J says, how did Americans become so fragile? It's embarrassing. Getting 34, so getting 35 likes, which, yeah, there's a lot of weak Americans, unfortunately. They need to, they go to a summer training camp, get some calluses on their hands. It still blows my mind people cry because of politics, because their person wins or loses. I mean, it's just ridiculous. Vince Langman says winning, getting 37, making 38 likes. So you have Donna Marie has a picture of Trump holding Kleenex, AI generated, getting 18 likes. Let's see, scrolling down more and more. Andy has a laughed emoji, says CNN, so much fun watching the crybabies, getting 25 likes. Logan Hall has a dump truck of laughy emojis, is unloading, getting 36 likes. That's a good one. House of Trad says, why we don't take them seriously. It's the old black and white photo of a father pointing and his son looking and says, look, son, rioters, arsonists, and looters are here to teach us about peace and equality. Give me 5 likes, which, yeah, nothing beats CNN during the George Floyd Summer of Love riots. They had a reporter literally standing in front of a town burning because of the rioters, saying that they were mostly peaceful protest. And the reporter said that with a straight face. That's perhaps the peak metaphor for what CNN really is. Scrolling down more and more, don't see any contrarian comments for the most part. And yeah, just breaking down and crying because someone is appointed is pretty pathetic. Now, that being said, maybe that could be the financial viability of CNN. They're not making money on, commentary, but if they're just live stream all of them breaking down when Trump says something or, something good happens to the country, well, I'm sure some people would watch that just comically. And the German term for laughing at someone else's misery, Schadenfreude, something to that effect. People would probably tune in to CNN for that. So we may have just helped keep CNN from going bankrupt. New business idea for CNN: just have them live stream all their leftists breaking down like babies when Trump does things, and people would probably tune in just for the novelty of that and the comical relief. I think we just fixed the business model of CNN. Let me in the comments know your thoughts are, because as always, I'll be fascinated to hear what you have to say. Thank you everyone for taking the time to tune in. Again, trying to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of the month, so if you can click that button, I greatly appreciate it. Also, give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, or comment. It's a great way to give me some additional feedback, letting me know I can make the show better and better. Lastly, don't forget to take time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your enemies, heck, tell your coworkers, tell anyone, everyone. Just stay safe, fight the good fight.